Hello, it's Rhoda. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're going to look at a flip through of this envelope journal I did. I call it a Greek key continuous envelope journal. And it's a Greek key because of the shape here. It's got like that square design that goes down into a spiral like a Greek key. And I do have a couple of pages left to put in so I can kind of show you how I did it. And we have to get to the end first. And it's interesting. You have to unfold it, and then we'll view it as we fold it back up. But it just goes like this, and it keeps going. I forgot to count how many envelopes. I think I had said 17 in one of my other videos, but I'm not for sure about that. We'll have to do that. Okay, I'm down to the end. Now, what I did was I usually, when I had it shut like this, I tried to do a corresponding one here and here, where when you had it open, you would see that. So I chose this paper for this piece right here. Now, what I did for the actual envelope flappy part here, instead of you having to deal with this part here that's got that kind of a 2 or 3 sections, I came up with this where it gives you a rounded part, and then you glue that down, and I'm going to show you how to glue that down. But the way I got this was I just laid it over the envelope, and I measured to where I needed to be lengthwise, and then I wanted to be right up above that last point on each side and curve it to where I'm hiding all that stuff underneath. So let's do this part first. So let me go ahead and roll it up again. And I took a glue stick, and I go through the outside or inside with the glue stick. And then I'll take my other wet glue and go around the edges. Thank you for coming to visit and seeing what I'm doing. I really appreciate you coming and spend a little time with me. I'm going under the edge here because I just didn't want that edge to kind of fly up at any point. But you don't have to do too much to it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go along this edge. I found this to be the easiest way to do this one. It's just that you're going to catch that lip, and that's the only part you have to. Now, the other part, you're just doing the 3 flat sides to go around the outside edges. I've also inked everything. I used a Gathered Twigs oxide ink. I thought that had a warm enough tone to it that it kind of helped, and it added to the colors that went into this booklet. Okay, and then I just kind of smear it around. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything. It's just in there to hold that inside area. And then I'm going to put this down and try to get it as straight as possible. There we go. And then if you don't make it all the way up to the edge of your piece, that's what the ink is for. You can go back in here with a little bit of the ink and cover that. Now I want to smooth that down so everything gets caught. And we're done with that. Oh, no, I got one more to do, don't I? Okay, so what I'm talking about is you get in here and you hit it with a little bit more of this ink. And it just tones it down so it's not white. There we go. And I'll do this end because I see a little bit on this corner. And just to make sure you don't do that, hit it with a lot of ink on the edges. You don't know where it's going to begin and end in some cases, because each one of these you want to measure out. You definitely do, because it's not going to be the same on each one. As you go out, you got bigger. So that's the one clue I can tell you. measure and double measure. But I'm telling you, you got so many little pockets in the sky. It's very sturdy. And it's very compact. I was amazed. I had seen envelope journals done. I checked it out first to see if I had anything that was different. And everybody was doing them the same way. And so I said, oh, I must have something here. So it is a little different than the ones I've seen. And I don't think they've made a few. I've seen a few, like Miss Scrapbooking with me. She did something similar, but hers were all different shapes and sizes. They were not the same size. All right, so we're done. We're done with the glue. I just wanted to show you how to do that. The last piece I put down here is this back panel that goes along the outside edge. And you can put belly bands in here, either way. You can put pockets in here, and you'll see I did that in certain areas. And I wanted to play with the idea of it being an envelope, so I did stamps as well in certain spots. Now, I went in and I went to do, if you want to journal in this, you've got so much room to journal. Because you can put something in each one of these pockets to journal on. Either side as well, because nobody's going to see it unless you pull it out. So you could journal on both sides of a blank piece of paper in there. If you had something you wanted to keep, a picture or something, you can put it in one of them. I just thought it was kind of cool. It was just it's so cool. Here's one of the little stamps. It was a washi stamp. So I put that on the outside. And then I just kind of took a bunch of the really thin one-sided papers, and I went through here and did these. Now here is a belly band that I made, and this is one of those pocket cards by Tim Holtz. And I don't think you can really write on it, but it's just there for attraction. You can actually put something in there that you could write on if you chose. Now here is a pocket that is a tea-dyed index card, and it fit in here just right, and I put a little stamp on it, so you can use that as well. It could be used for a picture or whatever. Then there's more of the big journal cards that I've placed all throughout here. I think I went every other one. I didn't want to make it too full. Now there's another pocket. I didn't put anything in it, just in case the person that gets it may want to do their own. There's another faux stamp that I used. And like you can write on either side of these pages. I mean, I know you can't write on that, but I mean, you could write, you could write on that definitely. I think I got more decorative as I got toward the end out here. Now this is a tag, which is a little plain stamp from a cutoff from one of these big journal cards I made. And these two were just pieces from the papers that I had. I tried to use up what I could and try to keep within the theme and the colors. Now here's a big pocket with a tall tag. It's one of those thinner papers, so it doesn't take up much bulk. And then we've got another one of those little side tags, and that was just a piece of scrap that I had. And then here's another bit belly band. I had this that I made from a bunch of the scraps, and all the colors went together. Here's another one of those little faux stamps as well. And then when you get to here, we're at the beginning, and it's got another one of those large journal cards in it. I've got another pocket here with a tag that you can write on. I've got this area here, which when I put the beginning on here, I had, in a previous video, I said I was going to put that strap in here. And I got to thinking, you know, this is such thin paper, that strap is just going to stick out. And I said, I don't think I want that. So what I did, before I put my piece here down, I cut a little wedge shape that looks like the flap of an envelope. And I gave it a bit of a gusset. So I also gave it a bit of a tab down here that got glued up underneath of here before this pretty lady got put down. I also put a little bit of cheesecloth under here before the lady got put down. So it gave it a little bit of an old raggedy air to it. And of course, like I said, I put these little trim, and then I got little gewgaws there and create. And I didn't want to do much more because I wanted her to be the star. And more ways than one. So when I put this in, I put a magnet under it. And I actually have like a big circle here that I put over top of this magnet and hid it. And the other part of the magnet is in here. It's right there. And you can't see it, but it's underneath the paper before I put it down. So you just have to pre-plan a little bit. And then over here, this has a pocket. And it's also got a fold out. I wanted a fold out. I don't know why. But it also has a big pocket on either side for more stuff. And I also put some papers in this one. It's in one of these. I can kind of feel them. I think it's this one where the cover is, to make it extra sturdy. And you'll see that in one of the previous videos of my construction. But there it is. And I mean, it's really, it's kind of cute. I really like it. It's heavy. It's really heavy. I'll roll it out and I'll show you how you would work with it if you have one this long. And I'm going to count the envelopes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whoops, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I had 18. I was one off. So that's how you do it. You just kind of keep rolling it up. And, or hanging it off the table. I was doing it that way at one point. And, it, you know, I don't want it to get dirty. So I wanted to say, oh, let's do it like that. And it really looks like a Greek key when you roll it up this way. So I really hope you enjoy this idea and get out there and try it. Now, try it with just 6 of them, 6 envelopes. They were all the same size. They were out of an old business pack I got on clearance. And I wanted them all the same size. So I had a uniform look. But try that. And if you did 6, you don't need that many gussets in it. 4 is great. You don't need the first gusset and it lies flat. So you could try that just to start out with. But give us a little shot. I mean, it might be a little something you put in your purse or give somebody for a birthday. You know, it's something different. Oh, this is what I just got done with. If you've seen any shining on my fingers, it's not fingernail polish, it's paint. I just did one of those challenges. And it'll come out before this video, so you can look back and check it out. But I was doing some aluminum foil and one of the Caroline's Craft Tree challenges with the rest of the area here. But this is my porthole with some shells and a lighthouse in the background. And this will be a cover for a journal. It's 6 across and it's almost 9 tall. So it'll go right on top of a journal piece front that you don't even have to decorate. You may want to put a paper down so you can see something right in here and on the top and bottom edge. But other than that, this was just tongue depressors. I had them in the basement for years. But anyhow, hope you like that. Hope you like these ideas. Come back and visit me again. Come visit Rhoda's Junk. I have some things I always post every day on there. And I really hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.